Aftershock Live, the real new age movement station where you can find the best music and talk shows. Don't miss out.
Hello, and we're back again after this beautiful show that we had just a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago. We're back again. We're gonna answer a few questions that we had missing from one of our listener. So please tune in. Just stay listening to this radio station that we're gonna answer the questions. We're gonna play a song that was requested by Astrid Patiño, and the name of the song is Heavenly Place by Jassy Velasquez. We're gonna play it along the radio show. But for right now, we have Pastor William here. He's gonna say hi to all of you, and we're gonna keep talking about what we were talking on the subject that it was self-esteem, low self-esteem, high self-esteem, what we need to do with that, how can we praise God with our self-esteem. But for this show, we're gonna be sharing testimonies from the Aftershock Youth Group. They're gonna be talking about experiences that they had and how God helped them through the situation of a low self-esteem. So Pastor William, here's the microphone.
Thank you, Gabriel. Okay, we've been celebrating Sibling Day, right? We've been having a blast. We've been having a blast. We're enjoying the night. And to answer the question, our listener Astrid asked about how can we discover God's gift, right? Our gift. The Bible said in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 8 to 10, that God gave everyone wisdom. God gave everyone different knowledge. God gave us faith. God gave us different gifts. And the way that you can discover is when you can do something really good. Because let's say, for example, there's people that they're good at speaking other languages. There's people that might be good at math. There's people that might be good on doing like cooking. So whatever is the best that you can do, whatever is the you like the most, that's probably God's gift for you. And let's say if you like to serve people a lot, you have the gift of service, and that's the most beautiful gift that God gave to everyone, because the Bible said that Jesus Christ came to serve, not to be served. So if you like to serve, if you like to help people, if you like to do stuff for God or for people, that probably might be your gift. So there's different ways to discover your gift. I'm sorry. yeah. And okay, so okay, and talking about self-esteem, and I'm gonna share something that happened to me when I was back on elementary school. I've seen is middle school. I think it was middle school. I was going. We were starting the school year, and I started going to church. I was 12 years old, and I started going to church, and I started knowing God, and I started having a relationship with God, and I felt something really good in those days, that I started sharing with people from my class, and these kids, they started making fun of me about my decision of going to church, because my mom bring me to church, but I decided to stay there because my mom didn't put a gun on my head and told me, hey, you need to go to church. She used bring me to church, and I liked it because I discovered where did I came from, and I started feeling really bad when what I thought were my friends, they started making fun of my decision, and that brought my self-esteem kind of down, because I thought, why if I'm going to church, why if I'm starting to know God going, I thought that's the best thing. But then when my friends started making fun of me, I thought maybe I'm doing something that is not good, and I started feeling really bad. And I when I used to go to bed, I started praying to God and asking why I'm going through this, why I'm feeling down, why I didn't want to go back to school anymore, because I didn't want to be, the same center point of fun, because they were saying, they were calling me names, they were calling me different names, like they were making fun of that also, and I didn't like that, and so I started praying. And one of those days when I went to church in a youth meeting, God spoke to me, and I heard His voice telling me, "Don't worry about your friends that make fun of you, because one day they're gonna need your help, and you're gonna help them. But don't feel good. Don't take pride of when they ask for help, because I'm letting you go through this, because you're gonna help a lot of kids that are gonna have a low self-esteem. So they need help, and you're gonna help them get out that situation. So now I can help people with low self-esteem and tell them, God will help you. God will take you out of there. God will give you the answer that you're looking for. So if right now you're feeling down, if you're feeling kind of with a low self-esteem, don't worry. Don't cry. Just pray to God, and He will answer, because for real, I listened to His voice, and I heard Him say, don't worry, because what you're going through, I'm gonna use it for good. So I hope this testimony help anybody that is listening right now. And I'm gonna pass the microphone to Lely. She's gonna share something also. Here's Lely.
My testimony isn't as emotional as William was. I haven't lived that long. Just kidding. No, I'm not calling you old, William. I'm just calling you wise. Anywho, my experience is actually when I first joined Aftershock, this fabulous youth group. In the beginning, the people that were in this group, they actually knew each other since, I guess they were born. They basically all grew up together. They brought each other to the youth group. So they were this tight group of people. And then there's little me in the corner, all shy, not participating, and wanting to leave the first moment I got there. Literally, when my mom told me that the man was called William, I'm like, no, I don't want to go. No, that name is ugly. But now, I'm not making fun of William. It's just that it's easy to make fun of William, but I'm not doing that. I love William. Anywho, and I'm off track now. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about my situation. Anywho, it was really tough in the beginning, and I was very self-conscious. I'm like, oh, what if they don't like my clothes? What if they're secretly talking about me and all this? But then once I got to know them, and I actually I guess got out of my shell, I fell in love with all of them in the best friends kind of way. We all became siblings. And William is an amazing role model to me now, and I guess that I saw that they had the same faith in God as I did, and that created a bond and connection with them. And now I don't know what I would do without them. That's my story.
Thank you very much, Lely. That was emotional. What do you mean? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Lely. Thank you for sharing that. And we're gonna pass the microphone to Gabriel right now. He's gonna share something.
Hi everyone. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful evening. Well, honestly, I haven't had any experience about low self-esteem, but but I had one, and it's kind of not an experience, but a testimony that I would like to give to all of you. this is something that like nobody knows except me. That when I was about around 8 or 9 years old, I remember that I used to live with my whole family, but there was a time that my dad had to leave the city to go to work outside of the city, and I only got to see him like every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and it was not like constant, and it was only for a weekend, 2 days. Once it was only 1 weekend per month, and well, it was hard for me, but I had my brother. But after that, like a year from that moment, my brother left the house and he decided to move to Miami. So he was my role model, and well, I was kind of destroyed. So they are making fun right now, but by that time I was a little, whoa, I was destroyed. So like the guys from the hood, they I don't know, like they decided to hate me and treat me bad. So I was really destroyed. I was really miserable. And one day I had a fight with my mom, and I don't know what happened to me, but I believe it's not that I know it was the devil. So I decided to kill myself. I was gonna hang myself, and I was at the Boy Scouts, so I knew how to tie the blind knot that we knew, and I made the knot, and I grabbed it and I hang myself like from just hanging with my body, and it was strong. So I put the rope around my neck, and I threw myself. I literally threw myself. So, but like when I threw myself down, I hit myself against the floor. And I was like,
That was not funny.
yeah, it's funny. It is funny, but
No, she said that was not funny.
I'm like, how is that funny?
no, the guys are laughing. So Lely, but but I hit myself against the floor, and the big thing that surprised me, and I started crying. It was not the knot around my neck. It was the knot that I had on the pole that I grabbed the rope. So at that moment I was scared, because I was like, how did this happen? If I hang myself, like I grabbed the rope with my hands and I threw myself down, my whole body, and that thing didn't pop or anything. And well, but by that time I was like, wow, that was God, or I don't know. If it was not God, I don't know what happened to that thing. But right now I can tell you guys that God has a purpose for you, that no matter how you're feeling right now, God is going to do something great for you. Right now I can tell you, well, I'm part of the worship ministry of Primicias Ministries, and I'm really happy that God saved me, because that was God saved me. And well, I'm here with the youth group. I'm working on the radio station. I belong to a beautiful and powerful ministry. So I'm really happy, guys, that you're listening right now. And I encourage you that if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, don't feel sad, because God has a purpose for you. God is gonna do great things for you. So here's the microphone to Pastor William.